My goal in this world is to collect every block in the game, and today we get started with this project. We now have some extra farms on our island and added a new barn for the cattle, as well as building ourselves a new skeleton spawner. Hey guys, and welcome back to the collection project. So we relocated our cows already. This time, these guys are gonna get, these guys are gonna get a new home. Yes, that's right, we're gonna be making a wool farm. But not just any wool farm, this is gonna be the best wool farm. So I have a design in mind already. I spent the last hour or so designing this thing. But we are gonna need some materials to build this. The first one being string for dispensers. So I thought I'd be super smart here and travel back to the desert to pick up, at the very least, some cobwebs to get some string. The mineshaft turned out not to be very large, but then, wait a second, we have a skeleton spawner. The whole reason we need string is for bows. Luckily, the skeleton spawner is pretty close to where that desert was. And let's see, do we have any? Oh yes, nice. Oh yeah, by the way, we also got an enchanting table in here. I added this in between episodes. I'm a professional, guys, don't worry. What a great start to this episode. But yeah, 16 colours of wool means 16 different dispensers. And as it turns out, I didn't get enough nether quartz in the last episode, so I headed back to the nether to gather some more of that. Oh yeah, Fortune 3 coming in huge here, look at this. Awesome. We'll need some observers, some rails, some redstone lamps. And that means we need to get ourselves some glowstone. Why does it have to be all the way up there? Glass, trapdoors, building blocks. Okay, building blocks I'm not entirely sold on yet. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be using. We have a lot of wood, so it's probably going to be some combination of this. Hoppers, pistons, dispensers, and repeaters. Alright, that was a lot of crafting there, but I think we got most of the technical parts that we need for this farm. There is one more thing, and that is grass blocks. I don't know if we have... Okay, we have a small amount of grass. The only thing is we don't have silk touch. It's only on the axe right here. Oh great, the anvil broke. But I guess this is all we've got right now. I don't really fancy rolling the dice on the enchantment table again. And we don't have villager trading yet, so I'm gonna have to gather some more like this. So materials check for the most part. I'm sure we're missing something or other. We have sheep over there already. We need a location for this to be placed in, right? And since this is going to end up quite large, I'm thinking we actually put it underground. I don't feel like I'm confident enough to fully encase this thing in a decent looking building that's also going to fit the island. So I'm thinking maybe we put it underneath this section here, somewhere. Wait, maybe we could put it on this side. Like underground here? That might work out a little bit easier. And that way it gives us an excuse to build that bridge that we were going to build across here. Yeah, I like that idea. I want to build a bridge, but we'll save that for after. The sheep farm comes first. So with the spot picked out on the opposite side of the river, we have to dig out an area 29 by 49 by 15. That's a lot of blocks. Yeah, we've got a lot of digging to do. Let's get started. Alright, so we've got a hole in the side of the mountain now, and I made some decisions on the block palette here, and this is the sort of tapered layout we're going to be going for. There's going to be 3 sheep per section, and this is going to be slightly different to the standard sort of sheep design, and I'll explain a little bit why I made that decision later on. But yeah, the sheep will stand in these 3 blocks, then we're going to have the dispenser behind that. And I think deep slate tiles would look pretty nice as a backdrop. And I think also we'll put coloured glass on the front. I think that's going to look really awesome. Depending on which type of sheep is in each pen. Wait a second, how did you guys get out? Was it the ladder? I don't know. So I want this room to be really colourful, and we're going to use dark colours to contrast the colour that we do add to the room. So I've went with dark oak logs here and spruce. And hopefully that should make the coloured glass really stand out. Okay, so is this project a little bit over-engineered? Yes, it absolutely is, but we're gonna do it anyway. So for the redstone on this thing, we have to have 2 observers facing these grass blocks. The observers will obviously output a redstone signal on a block update, so when the sheep eat the grass, it turns to dirt. That's gonna trigger the observer. Then we could probably do something like this and have redstone dust on top. to power this dispenser here, maybe a repeater going in the back. But I also want to have a refill system for this, since the dispensers will obviously need to have shears inside to shear the sheep, and I want to be able to automatically refill these things, which means we need a hopper, and I done some testing. If we have the hopper on top here like this, there is potentially an occasion where we lose some wool and it ends up on the top of this block here, something like that, and we're going to lose that, right? It's going to end up despawning, which means if we want to do this, we have to move the hopper to the back, and that means we can only power this dispenser from the bottom side. And doing that means we can't fit another observer on this, as I don't think you can transmit redstone through the observer. It counts as a transparent block. And we also can't have it underneath the glass like this. We can't have the observer here, because we have to be able to collect the wool, and the hopper minecart has to be below these blocks here. So hopper minecarts can pull from blocks above them, full blocks above them, and this has to be a full block, right? It has to be grass for the sheep to eat. So it can pull from things on top of this stone brick here, but I don't think it can pull from the wool, which might end up here, so we couldn't have the hopper minecart on this block here. And it means that we can only detect these two block updates, even though there's going to be a sheep here who can also eat the grass. Basically what I'm getting at is we have to pulse the dispenser twice, just to ensure that we don't lose any extra efficiency. So we're going to have two repeaters which run redstone down to a sticky piston, into an observer facing another observer, and the dispensers on top of this. So when we update the grass block, you hear that? It's going to update the dispenser twice. And the dispenser here will always shear the sheep that has to be sheared. It won't waste the shears, basically. Wait, actually, this dispenser is facing the wrong way. It should be facing opposite ways to this one here. Yeah, so the face of the observer should be on the top, and the redstone output should be on the bottom. And that way it extends and then instantly retracts the piston. And that way we get the double pulse on every block update. So yeah, that's the basic idea. We've got 15 more of these things to wire up. So with the redstone in place for the dispensers, I wanted to raise the ceiling a couple of blocks, so we've got a lot more digging to do. Whoa, this project is going to be massive. What have I gotten myself into here? Do you ever just dig so much that you snap a pick? Yeah, this is our fortune one. Yeah, we need to go and get another pick. Oh no! Oh no, we've got... Wait, no. Where did these guys come from? Oh, I don't want the bad omen here. Oh, but they're gonna kill the villagers. Oh, wait a second. We can grab some milk from these guys, then take them out and reduce the bad omen. That should work, right? I think it's this guy that'll give me it. All right, follow me. Let's do this over the ocean. Oh, we triggered the raid. Oh, no way. Oh, no. Oh, they're up there. Oh no, I'm not equipped for a raid. I realized that the pillagers were actually after the guys in the iron farm, and they could never ever get to those guys, so I decided actually just to leave them. I'm kind of hoping they despawn. I'm not sure if that's the case with an ongoing raid. Anyways, it was back to digging. So now we gotta get all of these smelly sheep across this water and into their new forever home. And oh my goodness, was this painful to get them through this bamboo. I don't know how many times the lead snapped doing this. Okay, we got them. And breed them up so that there's 3. And we've got like 14 more to go. This should be sheep pair number 7 coming in here. Very good. Oh hey, that Enderman is still up there. He's been there since last episode. Wonder how long he's going to stay up there for. This is sheep pair number 11. Come on, guy. Go in. Oh, these guys are worse than villagers. Alright, that way. Down. There you go. And apparently we have run out of sheep here, so we're going to keep these guys tied up. We got most of them in place already though. Honestly, I'm not loving this oak wood floor. I might change that out before this is all said and done. I do like the use of this diorite though. I think we're going to continue this theme. As for the ceiling, I wanted to create a bit of a natural look with oak leaves and logs, trying to create sort of a tree canopy type of effect. I always pick the block that we don't have. That's this always seems to happen. Okay, I'll admit, this looks a little bit strange with just this one little patch in place. Not quite how I imagined it, but I think we can make this work. It's at moments like these where I wish we had a block reach enchantment or something similar. It was just barely out of range for some of the blocks to be placed. But yeah, extend it along our tree canopy all the way across the length of our wool farm. And I also brought up the deep slate tiles and dark oak wood all the way to the ceiling. Yeah, we are out of dark oak and almost deep slate here as well. You may also be wondering why we're not powering the dispenser from the side, like this maybe? That's also going to power this trapdoor right here, and the reason we need the trapdoor here... Yeah, we don't want this thing to trigger every time the dispenser fires. And we need the trapdoor here because so long as the sheep's hitbox is just barely in the middle block, the dispenser is able to fire and shear all 3 of these sheep, which is why we can get away with a 1 dispenser setup for 3 of these sheep here. But without those trapdoors there, they would end up being pushed against these logs, and their hitbox would no longer be in the center block right here. Alright, so now I'd like to head into the caves. We need some food though. I don't know if we have any cooked. Yeah, I'll take some of those. Yeah, I feel like glowberries would be a really awesome addition. I'm looking for a lush cave. There seems to be a distinct lack of caves around here. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the new generation or if it's just this seed. But I feel like there is fewer cave entrances on the surface at least. Oh, Enderman. Is this a lush cave? Oh yeah, we've been here before. I know where this is. I believe the shears is the correct tool for these things, right? No? Is it a hole? Or do we need to actually mine the fruit? Yeah, we need to mine the fruit, that's what it is. Yeah, this project is turning into something I did not expect to do today. This is actually the 3rd day I'm working on this. Well over 12 hours of work by now between the digging and moving all the sheep, collecting the materials. Yeah, there's a lot involved in this actually. I was half tempted to almost go for a beacon, but I mean, the digging's done now, so we'll get a beacon soon enough. So yeah, this basic oak wood floor really wasn't doing it for me. I decided just to change it out, and we got a mix of moss and some spruce wood mixed in there as well. And after making the change, I think this looks 10 times better. I also lowered it down a block. But yeah, I am loving these glowberries on the ceiling, right? I think it adds so much atmosphere here. Oh, there's an enderman. I did go through as well, make sure that no mobs can spawn. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware that you only need light level of 1 to prevent mob spawning now. But yeah, you can also see these lamps here. I just got done wiring these up actually. And this is a detection system to detect whenever we need shears in our dispensers. So we're actually reading the hopper, which is connected to the dispenser. And then that is inverted up here. Yeah, it's inverted and then sent to the lamp. So if the lamp is on, then we need shears. And if the lamp is off, then the system is good to go. However, it's no use having all black sheep. I think there's a couple of brown mixed in there as well somehow. But yeah, we need to figure out the 16 different dyes to be able to get one of each colour. And I have been working my way through this as I've been working on this build. There's 14 here, not including black, which we already have on the sheep. So we're missing 1. Which dye are we missing here? Magenta? No, we have magenta here. Aha, it's white dye. I didn't have white dye in the chest. And I think since we only have 2 of each dye and there's 3 sheep per pen, I mean, that's a bit of an issue, right? So maybe we just sacrifice one of them, dye 2, and then breed them together. Yeah, we have to figure out an order as well, the order of the colours. The order is going to be white. Goodbye, brown sheep. Then light grey. And yeah, we need to remember to breed these guys together. Same for the white. Next will be grey. Then black, so these guys are alright. And actually, conveniently, these guys are all brown. We want brown as the next colour. Next one is pink. And then magenta. And then purple. Blue. Light blue. Here. Cyan. Green. Yep, next one is lime. Then yellow. Orange. And finally red. Alright, this place is looking a bit more colourful now. And we still have to change out the glass, but I don't think we have enough dye for that, so I'll have to gather that up while I'm working on some other things. But yeah, let's try to get this thing operational now. So we have to feed this with shears. Let's work on the refill system for these guys. So the shears have to end up in these hoppers here. I was thinking about running water streams all the way around here, like on top of this glass, but that's going to get like a very long water stream to go all the way around. So honestly, I think the easiest solution is probably another hopper minecart to supply all of these things. Although the only issue with that is the hopper minecart only has 5 slots, and obviously shears don't stack, so either we're going to have multiple hopper minecarts to feed all these things, or somehow we try and make it work with droppers or a water column. Okay, super quick test here, I'm actually curious about this. How many items is each of these hoppers going to receive when we fill the hopper minecart with shears and we send them over top? None. Okay, that one got 1. That one got 1. This one, for some reason, didn't get any, though. That's not what I was expected to see. Let's try that again. Yep, still got nothing. Maybe it's just going too fast for that first rail there. After doing some more testing, I decided to go back to the idea of the water stream, though. So I began the construction of our water canal, which will transport all of the shears into different dispensers around the farm, making sure not to leave any gaps, because water and redstone is not a good mix. And it runs in a circular fashion, so the shears will end up back in the original chest we put them in. That being these 2 chests on the left hand side here, we can fill these with shears when the lights are on. So we got this water channel running all the way around now. The only issue with this is, because we're not changing levels and water can only flow 8 blocks, it means that we have to add some ice in here. If it's not ice, then the items will get stuck. So we have got another adventure to go on. Let's take some food again. And I think we'll head out east here. We haven't been too far this way, although it looks like we're now avoiding iron. Well, that's not good. The chests have filled up. Let's make all of these into blocks at least. Oh, hey man. Nice of you to show up. What have you got for me? Absolutely nothing. So heading off to the east in search of this lost snowy biome. Oh, another warm biome is not what I want to see here. Maybe we picked the wrong direction for this. We are already like 2,000 blocks away here. I'll keep going a little bit more, I think. Over 3,000 blocks away now, and all I see is ocean. I'm stranded. Definitely should have brought obsidian for a portal if we're going this far. Oh, I see land, and it's savannah. Great. Floating block. Oh, there is some snow on top of the mountain. Does ice form up there? Oh, no. Oh, I forgot about the, what is this called again? The powdered snow. I almost froze to death there. The stuff is deep. Oh, I'm drowning again. Or suffocating. Oh, we definitely need an elytra. After traveling so far out, I decided to go back to our base. I wanted to grab things for a nether portal and also check the coordinates of our existing portal inside the nether. Oh yeah, and that raid that was ongoing earlier on seems to have just vanished on its own, so I'm kind of glad I left those guys alone. And then again set out on a voyage to, I don't know where. Ice, we need ice. Oh, check it out, finally! We are over 4,000 blocks in the opposite direction. And you want to know the worst part about this? We have no silk touch pickaxe. So yeah. This is going to be my life for the next, I don't know, how long, 45 minutes? I'm going to get as much as we can though, for sure. A half stack of packed ice? Yeah, that should be sufficient, I think. And with enough ice, I think, to finish this project, I headed back to our base, this time through the nether. This is almost as bad as the first spawn. Come on. What is the seed we've been given? Maybe it's just the new generation in general. I hate these deltas though. Alright, 0, 0. We have to get to 0, 0. This way. This tunnel felt like it was never ever going to end. Tunneling through the nether is just the worst. I hate it. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. 500 blocks long this thing is. Wow, okay. Now we have to get down there safely. Alright, the thing is, do we take the boat off of this platform? Off of this glowstone? I don't think I'm up for that idea, because one wrong move and we are toast. Yeah, let's be safe here. Alright, mission successful. That actually went much smoother than I thought it would. Now we can start to implement this refill system. I'm going to do a once over just to make sure I don't miss a glass block though. So now from where the system starts, the water looks like it ends right before the hopper here, which is actually quite convenient. I think we'll put the ice right around here. Pressure plate on top, and that should carry the momentum of the item. And also allow us to put a second water source here. Yeah, so it should continue all the way down the chain and fill up the hoppers if there is space. Let's follow the life of a pair of shears in this farm. So they're going to start all the way at the dropper, snake their way around the back of the farm, and go over every single hopper that is connected to the dispensers. And at the very end of the line, they hit a bubble column to send them up and over the farm. And at the end, they're going to drop down into this hopper, which is waiting on them at the start of the chain here. This just goes into a little bit of a buffer chest, and then into the same dropper, which is connected to our start and input chests. Then we have a comparator from the dropper making us a clock, which will then spit out all of the shears back into the start of the chain. So basically, the shears will always cycle around the farm, but we don't want them to always be in item form. I mean, that just causes kind of unnecessary lag. It's a tiny amount, but if we keep doing that to every build or setup that we have, it's going to all add up, right? So I think what we can do to prevent that is snake some redstone up the back here, and run this all the way along to the start of the chain, following this water here. We'll have to add some repeaters, I think. And we also want to make sure we invert this signal, and that's basically just going to lock this clock so that the dropper can't keep dropping its items, and they will instead just stay in this buffer chest here. And the input to this line is just connected to the very last hopper. Yeah, we're actually just taking it straight from the lamp signal. So if this one is empty, then it will continue the dropper. But if the last one in the chain has shears already, then it will stop the whole system, and the shears will just stay in the chest over there. That torch shouldn't be there. I don't know why that's there. So yeah, we are almost there. We're so close to getting this thing finished. Next, we need a storage system and item collection. So I want this farm to be pretty much complete by the time we're finished with it today. So I want to make sure the storage system is really robust, and so we've got 4 double chests for each type of wool. That should be enough, although it's hard to judge without actually testing the system yet. But in any case, all the storage is going to be out in the front of the farm. And I also implemented the sorting system so that we could sort them by the different wool colours. Even more digging to do, but I think it's worth it. I think this is going to be worth it, adding all this. Ah, these creepers! Oh, that makes me so nervous. And one of the last things to do is just to set all the filters on these things. And after about 2 hours of work, this is what we end up with. Wait, is it off? Wait, don't tell me this is off center. It's not, is it? No way. No. I think it's fine. We're okay. So I'll go over how it works, if it works. So let's grab a bunch of iron and fill this thing up with shears. That iron farm is so overpowered, it's already full again. I thought we'd have to upgrade that thing for sure, but it's maybe looking like we can just leave that all game. I mean, of course we have to spruce it up with the aesthetics, but, you know. Alright, so let's craft up a whole bunch of shears here. We should just be able to toss them all into this chest. We're going to hear the dispenser go, the light is going off, that is a very good sign. Oh, the sheep is already sheared. Oh, nice. That was perfect timing. Now this one is flickering. Once that one fills up, it's going to go all the way down the chain. Oh, this is what I like to see. That's really what I love about this game. You can think of something and then actually build it. And when it works, oh, it's so good. Wait, is this actually filled with shears? We might just not have put enough in the system though. Yeah, let's just keep crafting till all the lights go off. Oh yeah, it's making its way around the room now. Perfect. Yeah, it's quite a big buffer that it has to fill actually for each one, because we have 2 hoppers and then a dispenser. So that's 19 pairs of shears per sheep type. That's quite a lot of iron. I'm glad we have an iron farm. But with a buffer that size, I'm hoping that we don't have to actually fill that thing all too regularly. Oh no! I think I might have crafted a few too many shears here. I missed the water source here, so it wasn't making it all the way to the end. And I just kept crafting them till the lights went off. And yeah, I don't know how many is there, but that's a lot of iron wasted. Well, I guess we now have even more of a buffer. So, unsurprisingly, all the lights are off, which means all of these guys have shears. It's maybe a little bit dark in here now with that being the case. We may have to add some more extra light in. Maybe hidden like down in the floor here somewhere. In fact, that might actually be necessary for the grass to regrow on these spaces. Yeah, that's probably the case actually. But yeah, you can hear a second dispenser up here. I did block it up, but look at all this wool. Oh yes. Yes, I think if we count this, there should be 16 different types. We have to actually set the filters on these. I just added the bamboo. Although we actually are going to be missing 3. These observers here are just to mark this. Because we're missing sticky pistons. We don't have any more slime to fill in the rest of these contraptions here. Yeah, what about this actually? Maybe we could add glowstone in the front here. Front and center, and then have the coloured carpet on top. Yeah, I like this. And that should mean that the grass could grow. I mean, to be fair, the glowstone texture isn't all that bad either in here. I kind of don't mind it. Yeah, it's looking pretty fancy. Alright, now that we got all the wool types, I went and sheared those sheep manually on the end. I'm going to set these in the order that they appear in the farm, which is the reason I wanted to have 8 of these chests per side. So we'll set them in the same colour order. Alright, I think I got all the filters set now. We can unleash this thing, and it should sort itself automatically into all these chests here, once it fills up the buffer on the hopper. There is going to be 41 items that we lose to the filter, but there's not a whole lot we can do about that. So all of these have to reach 42 before it filters down into the chests below. So from start to finish, oh here it comes. Yeah, the rail here is locked whenever there is something in the minecart. That's handled with this little circuit over here. Then it's dropped into a regular dropper facing up. We have another dropper clock here, which will pulse this at around hopper speed. We don't want this too fast, because we don't want it to overshoot the hoppers that it's supposed to filter in. So that controls the speed and also sends the items this way. I had some trouble with this since we are doing the full 8 blocks that the water can flow. So, which means that we have to have the water source on the first hopper. But yeah, it's going to filter the first 8 here, in the order that they appear as the sheep. Then it goes all the way over to this side, and I had to do a little up and over, since, yeah, we need a source block here, and the water stream is coming in from here. And yeah, not much else back there, it's just all the extra filters. Oh, look at this. Oh, that is glorious, look at that. That's free wool right there. Yeah, we're already up to like 10, and oh, there's 20 lime wool for some reason. So yeah, this hopper minecart here just goes down this track. And then it goes underneath all of the dirt blocks or the grass blocks that the sheep are standing under, which is where the wool should end up on these 3 blocks here. It just goes all the way around. Yep, goes all the way around, just hits the bottom here and then returns to the unloader up the top there. I am so happy with how this turned out. I think this is awesome. Right? This is such a cool build. I'm in love with this. But we've come this far, right? We have to fix up this storage system. Alright, so with some cleanup, I think we can call this project completed. And we now have the best wool farm. Something that's going to give us all 16 types of wool, just passively. All complete with an auto detection system for shears, an automatic collection and item sorting system, and mass storage for all the different wool types. Oh man, this was a project. I did not expect to do this today. And yeah, it took me multiple days to get this, so apologies for how late this video is. But yeah, we still have to figure out how we're going to integrate this into the whole collection project. Your guys' ideas from episode 1 were amazing, and yeah, I have some ideas myself. But I think that is also going to wrap us up today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.